Welcome to episode 8. Jump in and let's talk about it. So, we started this a couple days ago, like 8 days ago, because we're on episode 8. Thanks for jumping in, everyone. It's great to have you on. Want to share these with you guys because a lot of places around the world, no one has a chance to really see them or get them. Hello, Ron. Thanks for jumping in. You're always there. So, these magazines came out in 2015. That was the first one. And from 1 to 10, they started with mini builds, not mini figures. And it's absolutely great way to get a minifigure for lower cost than you would get it out of a set, because they do minifigures. Like over here, you see the troopers there. So it's an awesome way to get that. Also, they have rare stuff because I'm sure you've never seen this in another set. Right here, it's the Arclay, right? You haven't seen that at all. There it is, 49 pieces. And you can also win stuff over here if you bought this magazine back then. Lord Vader in the front. So far, out of the 8 episodes, Lord Vader came on at least 3 of them. He's such an iconic figure in the Star Wars series saga. Plus, as it says, plus galactic games inside. So you get a poster and puzzles inside. And at this point, if you guys remember, now we are in 2016, June. That's when Disney took over. So there's some information for you if you didn't know. And they stayed with the same price. They didn't change the price. So this one ran from 8th of June to the 12th of July. More or less, it runs for a month. $3.99. So let's jump in and check it out. Over here, we have Master Your Force. And it's 2 Jedis controlling the Force and building the Millennium Falcon. Here we go, over here. Again, they usually give you a little glossary of whatever the minifig or mini build is. And here we go. It says the profile, height 3.63 meters, mass 1,200 kilos, special features, 6 legs with 6 sharp claws and 3 eyes. When I built it, they needed to put one of those there because if it's 3 eyes, why didn't they put one of those there? But hey, there you go. Let's move on inside further and see what we got. I've never gone through this particular one before. So here's the things you had a chance of winning. If you fill this out, you have an opportunity to win one of these 6 sets. But these are more micro sets as opposed to the ones they gave before, right? You had the TIE Advance prototype, the ATDP, the Ghost. Over here you had the foldable wings, resistant wing X-wing, Wookiee ship, gunship, and the first order snow speeder. We actually did one on that before. So let's start. This is the comic book, the first, because there's 2 comic books in this. Usually comes with 2 comic books. A Day at the Time Museum. So let's check it out. So they're going to the museum. All 3 of them. You got Luke, Han, and Obi heading to the museum. Ooh, and a bounty hunter is coming right after them. After he spoke to Lord Vader there, you can see that in a hologram. And there are a couple of droids inside, because that's what it is. It's a droid museum. You can see a Deca there. You can see a Super Droid, a couple of B1s, Naboo, Princess, one of the most expensive figs in Star Wars collection. You usually see like maybe one of them on eBay, maybe. You don't see it on Amazon or any other platforms. It's usually like $150. And an iconic ship right here. So they're having a chat, and you can see the assassin snuck in right there, bounty hunter. And Luke says, haha, and what am I supposed to do with you? 10 arms. So over here, he's messing around with some controls here. And we move on. And Luke trips over, has his lightsaber out, and it fires. It actually fires at him. And he blocks it with his lightsaber. I like how they're using that piece of Lego to use it as a barrier. That's pretty cool. So he knocks the super droid over, and he awakens the other 2 droids, Roger, and they're blasting at them, and these guys are fighting back. They took the legs off of the super droid. Right, so what's the difference? Again, you have to look at these and see which one is original and which one's fake, because what they do, they add some extra stuff on it or take some stuff off, and you can find out, basically. Again, this is one of the games they have a search. Let's move on. Again, thanks for everyone for jumping on there. Leave a comment if you wish. We do this every morning. Well, I do this every morning. It's called the early morning review, magazine review. I'm doing all the way from 1 all the way to up to 125 magazines right now. I'll be doing one every morning. Mainly minifigures. But like I said, the first 10, I wanted to collect them, because I do collect the first issue of every magazine. We will be also doing Star Wars, Ninjago, Avengers, Spider-Man, DC, Minecraft, a little bit of City, a little bit of Nexo Knights, and a couple others like Friends, and so watch for that. So here we go. We're moving on. He jumped in the ship, Naboo starfighter, and he says, "It flies. Hope it also has a shield." And he's off. Very limited space in the museum. and he crashes into the lighting fixtures, and the droids are shooting at him. So again, thanks for jumping in, guys. Fun with BB Gun. What's up? You okay? Great to see you on there. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, so here we have, they're having a chat, Solo and Obi. They're actually stealing a kyber crystal. Is that what that is? And let's move on. Again, thanks everyone for jumping in, having a look. Again, set your notifications so you can get updates on the latest magazines, also the latest Star Wars magazines if you're into Star Wars. So back to the museum, and he says, Luke, get off. Vader shows up, and he's chatting with the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter says, the droids are sure to have a great time with them, basically. And Vader says, at last I have got the rebels. And they break out. And that's the end of that magazine. Well, that museum trip certainly was boring, Luke says. And let's move on. So we'll see other things in the magazine now. So here's a puzzle. As you can see, Leia there and one of the guards, good morning guards. So you explore the paths and you check out these and you find your way through. Down here is another game right here. Okay, you have to figure out wherever this is. And another game over here. Order rules. And let's go further in. It usually comes with a centerfold, which we are coming up on now. Here's another profile of, this one is about the Emperor. Okay, the time has come to execute Order 66. And here's his profile, species human. I never thought that. And height 1.78 meters. He's pretty tall compared to a lot of the other ones that we spoke about before. You always like the Star Wars magazine books. Do you have any? Do you have any of the Star Wars magazines or books? BB guns? Yeah, so let's check. So yeah, his profile, his weight is 74 kilos, and affiliation Sith, and weapons are lightsaber, force lightning. Here we have two versions of him. Counselor Palpatine and Emperor with the lightning force. And you always got that signature that's still in the early magazine, so that was pretty good. What was that? Yeah, I have like, oh, you have 9 of them? That's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Could you remember, or do you know which numbers you have? Because as I said, there are 124 of them. Do you have ones with minifigures or just ones mixed? So we have Qui-Gon Jinn and the Princess, and let's see what it is inside today. Also, whoa, what's going on? The centerfold is made of the instructions today. That's very different. Since we've gone through the magazines, I haven't seen them at all. I haven't seen them done this, right? So that means the only thing you got was this one, because it's usually a double side. Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And here you have another puzzle, Distant Memories. Let's go further. So again, the second magazine has started, comic. And again, it's a mixture of either Clone Wars or any one of the other Star Wars movies or series. So here we have Ezra and the Batch, all 5 of them. No, we're missing one person, aren't we? Yep. We are missing our pilot. So they're having a chat, and for some reason Ezra and is having a little situation. As you know, they agree to disagree a lot of times. Zeb is just standing around, Sabine just standing around, and he has this little box that he has stuff in. I don't know what it is. What do you say here? With these little bits, Zeb doesn't stand a chance. Okay. What was that? I have some that came with figs, and I have some Star Wars characters, and I have some on the vehicles. Oh, you have a mixture. Excellent. That's nice. Did you get them at what did you get them? Do you get them at a particular store, or you get them random stores? Okay, so here's the bounty hunter. And see, I always talk about these little things. If they would do this in an advent calendar where he has a Santa, so like he's dressed up like Santa there, so they would just have to put his suit in red and put that mustache on him. Sorry, that beard, and that'd be really fun, I think. So he's trying to take this suitcase away from, Zeb is always up, not Zeb, Ezra is always up to grabbing something from someone. He's trying to take the suitcase away from Boba. And he runs off because troopers showed up. And he ran into a crowd trying to hide away. Let's move on. And he smashed them and threw the beard at them. It's pretty funny. And he's after the bounty hunter again. He uses the Force and knocks him over. Steals the suitcase. So that's what it looks like. He says, and he meets with Zeb. Ha, I've got him just where I want him. From my case. But Zeb, was it just? I don't know. So you got it from Amazon. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, you got it from Amazon. How much did it cost you? Because I do give away that on my channel also. I give away a lot of different ones. I give away on my channel because I buy at least 5 of them, 3 to give away, and 2 to keep. 1 for myself, and usually I open one up and build it. So I have all of them, but yeah, I do give them away on my channel on my live at 5, or I do give the magazines away with the minifigures, right? Which is a special. I'll just show you guys a bonus one, like one of the ones that I do give away. I'll show you which is one we're gonna look at later on in the series. So I'll show you one of the bonus. Actually, I'll show you 2 of the bonus. Let me know if you have any of these, because I know people were collecting. Whoops. People were collecting more of these. So I'll show you guys a little bonus here real quick. You have a chance to have a bonus look. So the 25th anniversary, I'll just put this back in. We'll go back to that page while I show you guys. So I give away ones like these on my channel, live at 5. If you hit the superfan button and you win the sweepstakes that I do. So there's a gold card, as you can see, and the iconic helmet case with the minifigure inside, 25th anniversary, 25 years. Or this one. So this is one of 2 magazines, okay? You probably know it. Again, the gold card with the rectangular box. Again, this is issue 1 of 2. So I do give away that on my channel. So if you guys ever become a member, you have a chance. If you become a member for a month, a year, probably like around, oh wow, sounds like $20/$100. Say again. You paid $100 for it. Is that what you're saying? Like probably 100, around 20 to 100/$100. Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. Also, a giveaway. So here's like a double, which again, you guys have a look on the inside later on because this is further on in the series. Yeah, let's jump back inside and see what we got. So we were here. Ezra uses the Force, or were we there? Were we? Yeah. So we got there, dumps that, and Ezra uses the Force to knock them over with the beard. And we got to this point, took the suitcase away, and he's off with the suitcase. He passes it over to Zeb, and they're being chased. Move on. So here we have 2 droids. 2 ATT, I'm saying droids, AT, all right, AT-AT. And he knocked one of them over by using the other one with the Force and blasted. Don't worry, Zeb, he says. And kabam, they fell over. Ooh, Malgus is here. And he uses the Force and smashes them. I would like them to make characters like this. I say this all the time. So if they would make a character back, Malgus, with fruit all over him, I would definitely put that in an advent calendar. That'd be really cool. What did you say here? You said, Yahab was a really cool book. Star Wars vehicle. It was like 500 pages long. That's why it was a... Really? So you're talking about a book like this? I'll just show you. Let me show you one with a figure in it. I'll show you another. Because again, I do collect the hardcovers too because a lot of them come with specials inside. So this one is an exclusive. Everybody was raving about this, waiting for it. Something like this, the visual dictionary edition, and you know what's in there. 25th anniversary of, and you got that minifig, exclusive minifig of Dark Maul with the 25th anniversary on the back. Was it something like that? So that was exclusive, which I'll be doing a review of those also, but after we've finished the review of all of these. So let's get back on task. We were back here, right? So yeah, we're back here. And let's jump in. So they ran off, and this is the end of that. Okay, let's jump in and see what we got back here. Do you guys remember these balls at all? These balls. What was that? Yeah, there was a really cool 500 pages long. that way it was 100. Yeah, I still, it was like 3 times the size. Wow, wow, that's amazing. I gotta check it out. Could you give me the because that did it come with minifigures in it? And could you give me the name of it on it so I can search it up? Maybe I don't have that in my collection because if you said it's that big, um, it'll be a good table holder, something for people to amuse themselves with. Unless it's something I need to collect, and no, I don't let anybody touch it. Yeah, do you remember these balls? You can use them. They had 2 series, and you can use them to hang on your Christmas trees. Do you remember that? They had figures that come inside. This one particularly is pretty expensive right now. It's going for about I think it's like $60. The Tyrant, yeah. That one's going for like $60 right now. It's basically the planets, but again, they're balls. You can hang them on your Christmas tree. I did that because I bought 2 and I have one saved, and I actually did that. So as you can see, everything there, you got Bispin, Hoth, Planet, all right, everything on here, Coruscant, Andor, the whole bunch. So let's jump in further and see what we got. Also, guys, I'm a very avid fan of Boba and Jango. I have every single one of them. Every Lego minifigure of Boba and Jango ever made. This one I picked up on my travels. If you notice, it has lights on the legs showing that he's blasting off. All right, I don't want to put it into the camera like that, but I'll show you guys. If you look there, you can see that. I picked this one up in Luxembourg. I never seen it anywhere else before. It's a light that you can plug into your what's that? Say again. Just a second. No, it did not come with minifigures. Try to find a book. Yes, I remember. Oh, Christmas. Star Wars bubbles. Oh, you remember those? You bought. Hey, Arc 555. What's up, man? Oh, sorry, Quadruple 5. What's up? Great to see you on there. Shout out to you. Shout out to all you guys that's on right now. Fun BB-8. Oh yeah, yeah. I picked it up. I definitely picked that up because it's right here. I had to get that. There you go. Had to pick that up, man. Must pick that up. I'll just move these over. Love the box art on it. Had to get that also to get Lamassu. You know that's the only thing what I didn't get with Star Wars, and you guys tell me what you think. Tell me with Disney, why they really slick, right? Because I have the big one also. I have the I don't know if would you guys like to see that. I have the. You paid for it now. It's $30. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll check that out. Let me take a snapshot of that. Yeah, I can show you guys every minifigure that there is of Boba or Jango Fett. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus look of that right now so you guys can check it out. Yeah, so you can have a look at every Lego Star Wars Boba and Jango Fett. We can have a look at that. Let's just check out the box art in the back. See what we got. There they are. All right, so Camino, sorry, Camino. Really cool. but it's only missing one figure there. They should have added him. What do you guys think? He should have been added in right there, right? Definitely should have been added in. All right, he needs to be there somewhere along. What do you guys think about that? I really think they should have added him in there somewhere, right? He needed to be there. Absolutely needed to be in there. So, as I said, I'll give you guys a quick peep. If you can tell me any one of the Boba Fett, what's that? Do you have the Boba Fett with what? Which one? So let me know which Boba Fett you guys would like to see, and we'll look at it right now. Boba or Jango minifigure. We'll have a look at it right now. I can use this. I did this. I'll use this, so we'll just put it on so you guys can have a look and see it spinning. Which one would you like to see? The white one. Okay, here we go. So there are two white ones, as you know. We have the one that came out in Encyclopedia from 2015. We have that one. Let's just get this thing to spin here. Podium to spin. Bring it closer. Yeah, we had that one. So we got that one. With the pack. As you guys know, this Boba was the original Boba suit that they came out with. This is the cheaper of the two white ones. Okay, we'll put this back there. And what's that? Do you have any of which? I couldn't see that. Could you repeat that? Pause. Right. And here comes the next one. So as I said, there was two of them, right? As you know, and this is the one that came out of the poly bag. That one came out of Encyclopedia, and this one came out in the poly bag 2010. You got it at you got it at different Comic Cons. I know you got it at I got this one. I got two actually. I have one in the poly bag, one loose. I got one at Legoland. Again, that was back when Disney didn't have Legoland, so they were doing Star Wars there. And I got one at you go to a store, and if you spend more than $30, you could have got it this particular store. So here's this one. This is the Boba. I'll put him on now. I'll put him on that way so you guys can have a look. As you know, he didn't come with a face, came with a black head. The metallic one, really. Here's the thing. Let's talk about that. So there's only two I don't have. Sorry, I said everyone. I extended that a little bit. Bar two. So there's two that I don't have. So the gold and the bronze, I do not have at all. But I have every other Boba and Jango Fett ever made at all. Every single one of them. I can just throw in two bonuses right here. So that's one there. That's a bonus. And I also have, what's that? What happened to the helmet? The helmet, I used to mess around with these, and my helmet got displaced. But I do have it in a poly bag, so I don't mind. And I'm looking on every platform. I've been looking for like 3 years now. What I do have, what's that? Still super. Yeah. I'm looking for it everywhere and I can't find it. But what I'm going to show you guys now is an exclusive. The smallest Boba Fett ever made. I don't know if you guys know it. Have you guys ever seen the smallest Boba Fett ever made? It's less than half the size. It's actually the leg size of a typical minifigure. Have you ever seen it, guys? And would you like to see it? The smallest Boba Fett figure ever made at all. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like to see it. Oh, you've seen it? Awesome. Well, if you haven't seen it, guys, here it is. The smallest Boba Fett ever made. Can you guys see that there? It's kind of blurred on the camera there. Oops, let's get these off. Get these two off so we can have a better look. Maybe we can get a better look. What I will do is put it in my, it's better look there. Just slightly better look, I guess. I'll put it on a vid, because on a vid you'll see it better. So if you check in my vids, you'll see it much better. So that's the smallest. Look how tiny that really is. It's the size of a thumbnail. The smallest Boba Fett ever made. So I'll show you now the rarest, actually it's not, it's the third rarest Boba Fett ever made. The third rarest. Let's take a look at that. What did that come in? So here's the third rarest, because obviously the bronze and the gold is the rarest. Here we have the 10123. That is the third rarest, most expensive, third most expensive, because those they're over $10,000. So that's the one right here with the printed arms. And don't be afraid, guys. He's standing on he's standing safe, because I've done this on my channel to show everyone. You see those? If you look, you can see these are very sharp, and they usually break the legs. They break the legs, but this one, these are very soft. The edges are smaller than those, so if you place them on there, you don't have to worry about them getting damaged at all. What did the little one come with? I got that in a micro set. I'll show you. And I actually made a where can I find that? Where is it? I made a chessboard out of it. Here we go. So I have 3 of them. So they came as a collection. You collect them. So here's another look at a range of them. I'll show you right now. So here's look at that. So I'll just put that right there. And here we have Hoff. And another, hold on. And regular clone. And we have, all right, have a good one, man. Thanks for jumping in. We have Vader. And we have a pilot. And we have a commander. We have one of the red guards. So that's basically it. So I made like I said, I made a chessboard with this. The smallest chessboard of Lego Star Wars. because there are this chessboard, but Lego Star Wars the smallest chessboard. Yeah, that'd be really cool. They would come with little lights. Yeah, that'd be really cool, but no, they didn't. Yeah. So again, guys, watch out every morning. I am doing Lego Magazine review. I want to thank everyone for jumping in. Guys, please hit the like button. And if you want to be a super fan, please feel free to become a super fan and help the channel grow so I can bring you more fantastic stuff. Just hit the thumbs up. That'll be helpful too. Help the algorithm. So again, I can bring you guys great stuff. And big shout out to all you guys for showing up. Really appreciated. Thanks for the love. Amazing. And again, we'll see more fantastic, great stuff as we go along. Very rare stuff. Thanks for all that love, man. Really helpful for the channel. We'll probably do what I'll do is I'll do a rare poly bag. A rare poly bag on one of the episodes. I'll do a rare poly bag. We'll look at all the rare poly bags that came out. And again, thanks a lot, guys. If you want to support the channel and hit that super fan, please feel free. Anything is appreciated at all. Just putting these away. Again, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. You don't have to hit the superfan button now. You can hit the superfan button anytime because my channel is there. And it's great to see you guys. So let's put this one away. I will be opening up that too because obviously I got to get me a second one because can't have one. You gotta have two. I picked up a couple, but open them up. It's a whole different thing. All right, guys. Again, you can always check my channel out live at 5. Put a notification on for that. So may the force be with you guys.